As we saw from the draft pages that just came out a few days ago, Beerus was actually going to get involved in a fight against Moro, as essentially Goku didn't really have an out to defeat him, and it was also going to make Beerus look really bad. But as Beerus was about to interject and help fight against Mountain Moro, the Great Priest called and actually called to bring Whis and Beerus to his presence because he is really, really pissed off. He's mad that Merus has disappeared, even though they had strict instructions on the guidance to give to Merus. Merus broke the laws anyways, helping Goku and company, punching Moro and cracking his gems, and in doing so, he was erased. So the Great Priest is really, really angry at this point. And what is this going to mean for the future of Dragon Ball? That's coming up right after this. Today's video is sponsored by the Ridge Wallet. It's a light, sleek, and industrial new wallet that doesn't fold or awkwardly budge in your back pocket, and it's seriously changed my whole pocket situation. Why are you still using a clunky old wallet full of receipts and junk you're never gonna use? The Ridge Wallet holds 12 cards, cash, and has over 30 colors to choose from. Get yours now by going to ridge.com/Mastar and use my code MASTAR at checkout for 10% off and free shipping worldwide. Now, what is he going to do? Is he going to punish Whis or Beerus? This seems more like this is Whis' fault than Beerus or anyone else. Whis did ask specifically to the Grand Priest to let Merus be under his instruction to essentially allow him to handle this, and in doing so, the Great Priest endowed him with the confidence that Whis would be able to make sure that to keep Merus in line, but unfortunately that wasn't enough. Merus still broke the law of the angels, and so I think this should actually be Whis' head on a platter instead of Beerus, but the Grand Priest called for both of them to come to his presence. So what is going to be the punishment from the Great Priest for essentially failing his mission to keep the angel in training safe, which he failed to do? Now, I don't think he's going to just straight up like erase Whis or put him in timeout or something like that. Who knows what the Grand Priest is capable of? We've always seen him pretty mild-tempered, except for a couple eerie faces in the Tournament of Power. We never really seen him get really angry, but seeing as he's the father of the angels, he should have the capability to erase any of the angels, I would assume, that have broken the rules of the angels. Now, what I think, honestly, just straight up, I think he's probably just going to end up bringing Merus back, as I've talked about in previous videos. Since Dragon Ball Super is more meant towards kids these days, they're not going to have such a prominent character as Merus that was so in-depth in this arc. He became Goku's new sensei. I think the Grand Priest is probably going to ask what happened, maybe show a little bit of disappointment, and then bring Merus back to life. But I was thinking that this could lead a few other ways. We've never seen an angel be destroyed or disappear in Merus' case. We still don't know what happened to the angels from universes 13 through 18. And what I'm wondering is, will this lead into the new arc of Dragon Ball Super? Will the death of an angel spiral the universe into chaos and potentially lead Goku into the next arc after Moro? As we know, the arc is going to end, I think it's actually going to end next chapter, so chapter 66 is apparently the climax, but it will be finished in chapter 67, and we're going to get a taste of what the new arc is in chapter 67, so coming December. So far, we've gotten no hints as to what the next arc could be, but if there was going to be any, it would be this, that the Grand Priest is calling for Beerus and Whis because he's upset that one of his precious angels has been destroyed. Now, what if in order to bring back an angel, you have to go throughout the multiverse and collect something? There has to be some sort of mission that Goku has to go on, collect the pieces that'll allow him to rebirth an angel. I mean, that's a possibility. Who knows if the Great Priest can just simply bring back an angel to life. We saw Whis bring back Frieza, so angels have the capability to bring mortals back to life, but we don't know if bringing back an angel is a more difficult process, so potentially the next arc could be Goku's journey to bring Merus back to life. Now, us Dragon Ball fans tend to get a little bit overexcited when we hear things about the Grand Priest and angels and the gods just in general, so obviously it could just be nothing. This could have just been Toyotaro's excuse for getting Beerus and Whis out of there so that Goku has to figure this out on his own. And it does appear that Goku and Vegeta will work together to shatter the gem in Moro's head, which will ultimately defeat him. And there could be a million different things that Toyotaro could decide to do for the next arc. He could involve Broly. Goku could go to the 4 universes that were excluded from the Tournament of Power and fight strong enemies there. There's tons of different things. but this is the first inclination of a hint of something that's leading into the next arc. And that's why I think it's kind of interesting. An angel, one of the highest god beings, has been erased, and the Grand Priest is asking about it. Is this going to cause a spiral of events for the next arc? We'll be able to find this out potentially when the full chapter comes out in a few days, but we'll definitely find out what the next arc is come the December issue. Now, in some case that the Grand Priest is extremely pissed off and he becomes a villain of the series, which I seriously doubt is ever going to happen, but if it did, then I don't think Goku, even in his Ultra Instinct form, would stand a chance against the Grand Priest, even with the help of Whis and Beerus, an evil Grand Priest, which we used to speculate. Boy, did we speculate that during the Tournament of Power. I don't think that's ever going to happen, but if it did, the only person that could potentially stop an evil or angry Grand Priest is the Omni King himself, and that's probably not going to happen. So my guess is the repercussions are basically Whis or Beerus get put in timeout, or they get penalized somehow, and then the Grand Priest brings Merus back, and then he's probably like forbidden to ever help Goku again. But it probably won't ever be the last we'll see of Merus. I think fans are really dying for an evil angel sort of enemy, and the reason why we're so interested in this concept is because Goku right now is so incredibly OP that it seems like the only enemy that he could face next that would give Ultra Instinct a challenge, which Merus said nobody can beat you in this form, is an evil angel. And so the concept of the Grand Priest being really angry does potentially get us Dragon Ball fans all tingly, although I don't think Toyotaro's going to go in that direction. That is something that fans do want to see. There is even fan mangas of evil angels, and they're really exciting. Fans seem to love that concept. I would love to see it too. We've never seen an angel really use his full capabilities and his full power, so seeing Goku and company have to fight against an enemy like that is something that fans are really desiring. But most of the time, Toyotaro and Akira don't really write to the fans that much. Dragon Ball Super isn't, with the exception of this arc, has not really been too dark. It's been a more bright, fun series with the Tournament of Power and the like. Although the Moro arc definitely did take a turn with Moro killing a whole bunch of people and the Earth being in jeopardy, finally. So no, I hope, but I don't think that the Great Priest is going to be so angry he's going to vaporize Beerus and Whis, and then Goku will have to fight him, because Goku doesn't stand a chance. But I think we're more likely than anything. In fact, I think this is how the series is going to end, is Goku getting his rematch with Beerus, and now that Goku has Ultra Instinct, he can probably smack Beerus around. Probably, I think he can, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm sure there's plenty of Dragon Ball fans that will disagree with that statement. So hopefully we get some more information in a few days here, but I think it's abundantly clear that Beerus and Whis cannot interject anymore in this fight. Goku and Vegeta have to finish it off alone, and potentially here, the calling of the Great Priest could lead into the next arc, which could be an entire variety of things. I think it would be really cool if an angel dying sent the entire universe into chaos, and then it would be like some anime war sort of thing. But hey man, that's me, and that's my high hopes. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one.